Hi, my name is Dan Perica. I'm the Service and Aftermarket Parts Store Manager and also the Director of Training for Upstate Systems. I wanted to take a couple minutes to talk to you today about proper startup procedure with York rooftops utilizing the Intellispeed blower option. New York State recently adopted the IECC 2015 code, which states that when you have two stages of cooling operation, you need to be able to vary your fan speed. So that has changed our base rooftop offering to York with Intellispeed blower option. You really have to make sure that you start these units up properly to ensure proper airflow and proper reliability of the VFD. When I do startups with contractors, the first thing I do is get my dual port manometer across the evaporator coil and take a dry evaporator coil static pressure drop. Once I get this static pressure drop, I can refer to the installation manual chart and see how much CFM I'm moving. I do this in a fan-only percentage. That ensures a dry coil, and then I can change the percentage as needed through the Smart Equipment Control Board to dial in my CFM. Once I get my CFM dialed in, I'll take that percentage command from the control board to the VFD and make that my second stage of cooling command, my heating command, and first stage of heat and second stage of heat, and my fan-only percent command. That way I can ensure that I'm going to have proper airflow for second stage of cooling, first stage of heat, and second stage of heat, because the heat exchangers need to see a full volume of air past them. And you want to change the fan only percent command also to that percentage so that you can ensure a proper fan off delay and cool down cycle of the heat exchanger. You can set your first stage of cooling command a little bit lower to dial in the CFM for how many BTUs of cooling you have with first stage of cooling. Once I get the fan only percent command to a point where in a 10-ton application, let's say 4,000 CFM, I will take my amp draw with the economizer damper closed and make sure that it's within full load amps of the rating plate on the motor, and I will also open my economizer to about 75% and watch that amp draw increase as the economizer damper is open, but also make sure that that is going to maintain a less than full load amperage. That way I'm sure that I'm providing the proper amount of airflow for cooling and heating, and I know that my amp draw is going to be within range with my economizer damper closed, close to fully open, and the full modulation through any point in between. If you would like to go over this more in depth, Upstate Systems is holding a free training class on how to set up VFDs and fan commands as well as economizers October 22nd, 23rd, and 24th in our 3 locations. Please feel free to reach out to myself or Tom Schaefer, our other service manager, or your outside salesman to get yourself signed up for that class. Thanks for spending a couple minutes with me, and have a great day.